All right, welcome back to X for the Unknown. And today we're back here at the Powers Graveyard. And this place is no joke. Last time we were here last October. We had a lot of activity. And to be honest with you, this place terrifies me. When you are in the back of this graveyard, there is a swampy, wooded area. And when you're back there, there's something sinister back there. There is something, well, you have the feeling of something behind you the entire time. That's where something touched my arm. And also back there, we were talking to a young lady, and I believe a spirit of a Civil War soldier. There's a number of soldiers from the Civil War buried here, and I got my best EVP ever here. And we had a subscriber actually send us a picture with faces in the tree, and they believed something to do with Dogman, and I'm not sure about that, but I found it very interesting. Now, let me know if you folks see anything at home, because sometimes there's a lot going on in the background and we just don't see it. Also, my wife was using the PS device, and we'll explain what that is when we use it, but it actually said her first and last name, which is really, really rare. And it also said my first name. So like I said, we had a lot of activity. I'm a little apprehensive, but I'm anxious to get back to the back. The front of the graveyard, actually, it doesn't feel, you don't feel anything. It just feels like a typical cemetery / graveyard. And but when you get in the back is when it really, really gets uncomfortable. I'm also anxious to try to talk to that Civil War soldier again. And I feel bad because when we were here, I didn't hear him, and I was doing EVPs, and we'll explain what that is also. But when I was doing those EVPs, it said killed in a fight. I mean, clear as day. It was a Class A EVP. And unfortunately, I never heard it, even when I played the digital recorder back, because it was never on the recorder. Somehow it was whispered into my mic or even imprinted into the camera. But you definitely want to see the first video where we captured all this activity. I'm going to put a link at the end of this video that'll take you right to that video. All right, here we are in the back of the graveyard. This is where things get really intense. You have and you can actually feel it as you walk closer and deeper into it. The atmosphere gets a lot heavier. People have seen figures back here, right back in the corner here, a man with a black suit and a top hat. All right, we are back in the spooky spot, I'm gonna call it. Right behind me here is the grave of the two soldiers, and this is where I got that incredible EVP. And I would like to thank you for talking to me last time. My name is Tim, and this is Lisa. You spoke with us last time, and I really appreciate it. We came back here today. We'd like to talk to you again. Unfortunately, when we were here, I couldn't hear your response, so I didn't know until I got home. So hopefully we can talk more today. What I'm going to do here is, this is a Zoom recorder. It's very, very sensitive. I'm going to set this on the headstone here and just let it play while we're back here and see if we can get anything. So it is recording, and we'll see if it sets here. Looks like it's going to set there. So we're just going to let that go. Now, whoever was here or anyone, you are welcome. You can talk into this box here. and we can hear you. We'll hear you later, but we will hear you. So please use this. We also have other things we're going to use. If you remember, the last time I was here, I had this little digital tape recorder, this little box. You can talk to me with that. And again, like the last time, you can talk directly into my microphone, or I don't know how you did it, maybe imprinted it right onto the camera. All right, we're going to do some EVPs because that got us really good activity last time. If you don't know what an EVP is, it stands for electronic voice phenomena. And you can just use an inexpensive digital recorder, and you basically do a call and response, and it's just like how it sounds. You ask a question, you pause, and then a minute or two later you ask another question, and the hopes of in between those questions in the white noise you will get an answer, and we definitely did last time. So I'm going to try that again, and we're just going to start with some basic questions here. So we were here last year, and I'm very excited that you talked to us. Are you here again today? You said you were killed in a fight. Were you a Civil War soldier? If you are here, what is your name? Are you one of the brothers that are laid to rest behind me? And my last question is, did you die together on the battlefield? 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, I'm going to play that back. Let's see what we get here. We were here last year, and I'm very excited that you talked to us. Are you here again today? You said you were killed in a fight. Were you a Civil War soldier? If you are here, what is your name? Are you one of the brothers that are laid to rest behind me? And my last question is, did you die together on the battlefield? 3, 2, 1. All right, I didn't hear anything there. That doesn't mean we didn't get anything. When we were here the last time, we really didn't hear anything. We thought the place was fairly quiet until I got home and put everything on the computer.
I have in my hand a PS device, which will it has a library in it. So the theory is that a spirit can choose words from the library in this box and talk to us. So I'll ask it questions, and hopefully it'll give me some answers on this PS device. So is there anybody here?
Here.
Oh, okay.
What did it say?
Air.
Air?
Mm-hmm. So last time I sat on this log, there was someone, I could feel someone behind me, and I could feel it getting closer, and actually got touched at one point. Now, is that person still here with us?
Scream.
Scream. Why should I scream, or did you scream? What's your name?
Clock.
How old are you?
Current.
Can you say my name again?
Real.
My name's Lisa. Can you say Lisa?
Stab.
Stab? Were you stabbed in the war or stabbed at all?
Mistake.
It was a mistake?
Above.
I got an accident a few minutes ago.
Me.
Me?
Course.
Of course. Of course.
Traffic.
Did you used to live on this property?
Dead.
You're dead? Yes, you are. Can you tell me more about yourself?
37 years.
37 years old?
Choke.
Now I got choke, so.
Rebecca.
Your name's Rebecca?
Jacket.
Jacket. I got a jacket tied around me.
Paragraph.
Is your name Rebecca?
Manifest.
Are you trying to manifest? It says manifest.
Box.
It'd be great if you manifest.
Almost.
Almost.
Error. Flat.
There's something out here.
There is something here.
Bacon.
I feel it, but it's not interacting with us right now.
Well, it said his name's Rebecca and it was stabbed or
You're getting a
choked.
few things on the PS device. I'm surprised we're not getting anything.
We are trying to be your friends.
We want to be your friend. We come as friends. Can you please get close to that box on the ground? Make it go off.
It said funeral.
Funeral. This is where they, yep, this is where they ended up. Again. This is the exact spot I was standing where I got that really good EVP last time of the Civil War soldier. So maybe we'll get something. The last time we were here, when we came back here, it actually started kind of slow. It was a slow burn, and then we really started getting activity, and we really had that intense feeling, and I can feel it growing as we're back here. It was a lot heavier right when we walked in here, but now it's just you feel it building like you're just going into concrete. It's crazy. So I'm going to ask some more questions. If you want to point over there, I've got the Mel meter going, and I've got the Zoom recorder. So maybe we'll pick up some voices there. I'm going to try to do another round of EVPs. That seems like the best evidence I've gotten back here, other than getting touched, and that was pretty crazy. So. Again, I ask you, are you here? The last time I asked, are there any Civil War soldiers here, you responded. Were you killed in a fight? Was that fight a battle? That was weird. Where did you die? Was it Gettysburg? 3, 2, 1. Okay, I got something strange there. We won't really know until we get home and boost the volume a little bit. Like I say, 90% of the things that we capture, we don't hear in the field. So we'll know. And like I said last time, it didn't even use my digital recorder. It just went right to the microphone, like it was whispering right next to me, which is really creepy. What I have going here is I just have a phone app, GhostTube, and it actually does a pretty good job. I've captured some things, and you hear it's glitching out now. When that happens, it almost seems like I'm getting an EMF spike and weird things start happening on it. We'll see. But my wife is just going to video me asking some questions and seeing if I get some answers on GhostTube. Is there any soldiers here with me? Man, that was really glitching. Thank you for talking to me last year. We're here to say hi again. Tube. Yeah, you hear me? Did you hear me, Ghost Tube? All right. You got part of it. What is your name? Pretty quiet. You were quiet last time, then things got a little... You're trying? Do you need... You can use some of our energy if you need to talk. You can do that. Spirit. All right. The spirit's here. And please talk into that box if you would like to. You can talk into what I'm holding also. Or you can talk into my microphone. You have a lot of options. Nothing here will hurt you. We do not come to hurt you, try to move you, or do anything. We just want to talk to you. We come as friends. What makes this place special is that you come back here and there's actually water back here. And we all know as paranormal enthusiasts that water is a good conductor. Some believe maybe even a portal for the supernatural. Hannah said Hannah. That's pretty close. Last year we actually got an EVP of a young lady, but it said Han or something like that. I don't think it said Hannah, but that was still interesting. Okay, I'm going to try, I don't know, maybe one or two more EVPs back here, and then we're going to move to the front of the graveyard. Why are you not talking to us? How did you die in a fight? Yeah, I got something. Look at that. There's a remnant. Where is that? Remnant of something. We have a P right there. That's weird. Where'd you say? Oh, here's another one. What are these? Are they actually grave markers? We're going to head into the main part of the graveyard. And I don't like this. When I'm leaving here, I feel like there's something behind me. I don't like that feeling at all. You can see how wooded this area is. It'd be really peaceful back here if it wasn't for that menacing presence that you feel.
I found Hannah. It's Hannah Jane's or Jen's. It's really hard to read this because it's all wore off. So the next time I'll come, I'll do a rub on it and we can see when she died. But this is probably the person, the only Hannah I found in this grave site. So in this graveyard.
That's pretty cool.
So this is probably the person that was talking to us. Super excited about this because I looked all over this graveyard. So, yep, there's Hannah.
What was that? It was a little quiet here this time. We won't know until we get home and actually listen to everything. We thought it was quiet the last time we were here. The feeling that we got when we were back there was still very heavy, but it wasn't quite as intense as it was the first time. So, you know, this is one reason why we come back to places. We want to see, you know, different days, different activity. One day it can be crazy, the next day not so much. I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe, please like, ring that notification bell, share our video. Please help us grow. We want to continue coming to these places and trying to get evidence of the paranormal. Until next time,